Hi, my name is Kyle Harrington, and I'm a solutions engineer at Dynatrace. In this video, I'm going to show you how to deploy the Dynatrace One agent to your Kubernetes cluster in less than 5 minutes. This deployment model does assume that you have kubectl access to your Kubernetes cluster, and you will need an active SaaS or managed tenant from Dynatrace to complete this installation. If you don't have one already, you can go to dynatrace.com/trial and sign up for a free 15-day trial of our platform. In this video, I will be following the Dynatrace public installation documents for Kubernetes, and you can find a link to these in the video description. So first, we're going to deploy the Dynatrace Kubernetes operator. The Dynatrace One agent operator will manage the Dynatrace deployment for you. It's going to manage a daemon set, which we're going to deploy in step 3, and it will also automatically manage all of the updates of the Dynatrace pods with new versions as they become available. So the first thing that we need to do is create a namespace for our deployment. We're going to use the default Dynatrace. Now you can use any namespace that you want for the purposes of this deployment, but our next step here is going to be to grab the operator YAML deployment files, and if you do use a different namespace for your deployment, you'll need to download these files locally and update the namespaces inside to use your custom namespace. Since I'm not modifying this, I'm going to directly deploy the operator from Git. Now that the objects have been created, I should be able to see that the one agent operator pod is up and running. And that's all set. Our next step is going to be create a secret for our daemon set. To do so, we'll need to navigate to the Dynatrace UI and grab 2 tokens. From the Dynatrace UI, we can go to the settings by navigating to the hamburger menu in the top left, clicking on settings down at the bottom, and then navigating to integration, Dynatrace API. Now we can use an existing token here, or we can generate a new one. If you use a new token, the default scopes are sufficient for this deployment. Once you have a token for the API, we'll also need to generate a pass token. I've already generated 2 tokens for my use, so let's go back to the installation document. We're going to create a new secret in the Dynatrace namespace using the API and pass token. I've already created my secrets for my environment. So I will just copy and paste my values in, and my secret's been created. Lastly, we're going to deploy the daemon set. We will need to download this file locally and make a quick edit. On this line here, the API URL, we simply need to update this environment ID to be our tenant ID. If you copy paste the entire URL, make sure that you don't modify the slash at the end here and keep the API. Once you've done that, you can deploy this directly. And then we can verify that our pods are coming up. And this should take about 1 minute to 2 minutes, depending how quickly the agent can be downloaded. Now we can see that our pods are up and running. So now I'm going to navigate back to the Dynatrace UI. You can see the 2 nodes that are in my cluster are now reporting back. And if I navigate to either one of these nodes, I'll be able to see the pods and processes that are all running on it. And that's it. You're done. Your Kubernetes cluster is now fully instrumented for infrastructure and code level data, which is backed by Dynatrace's AI Davis to provide meaningful data and true observability. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you're ready to see the Dynatrace difference, again, you can go to dynatrace.com/trial and sign up for a free 15-day trial of our platform. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly at kyle.harrington@dynatrace.com. Thanks a lot.